Hello, my name is Sarah Majorana. For my final MARC presentation, I will be presenting on the educational tool or technological fad of FlipGrid. Throughout my presentation, I will be speaking into what this technology fad is, why educators are using this technology, how they are implementing it in their own classrooms, and what benefits have been shown from using this technology. As an aspiring educator, I have researched various trends and fads that are seen with technology in the field of education. And the one that has caught my eye the most is FlipGrid. So, what is it? Well, FlipGrid, according to Learning and Technologies, is a website that allows instructors to create a grid of discussion questions that students respond to using equally short recorded videos. The best part about this technology is that the grids can be used for anyone, including classes, faculty groups, cohorts, or any other assortment of users. Additionally, educators can link those discussion questions they prompt their students with to outside websites or documents in order to begin a conversation around topics like literature, science, current events, and more. Lastly, FlipGrid gives students an opportunity to respond to their peers' work, where they can give a kudos where credit is due, or listen in on another explanation of the same topic that can elicit a revelation moment to something they may not have thought of otherwise. In this way, students are more engaged or engrossed in a topic and aren't merely responding to a question orally in class. They are able to take their understandings and translate it into a piece of their own work, where they can define themselves and their reasoning, as well as hear out what their peers understand about the topic or subject discussed. So in discussing what FlipGrid is, I wanted to show you a short video that describes the technology a little more and why it is so appealing to educators like you and I in order to make this technological tool a growing trend in our community. So to me, that video perfectly demonstrates why FlipGrid is an ever-growing success for teachers and students, because this technology allows teachers to open doors for all of their students in the classroom, to feel like they have a voice. For the extroverts who like to talk and share their opinion, to the quiet introverted student who needs time to process the question and respond in a quiet space, and all other students in between. FlipGrid has given each individual a safe space to find themselves sharing what they know and how they know it. As stated by Marcy Harris in her article titled How to Increase Student Engagement, FlipGrid offers a way for students to articulate their thoughts without the anxiety and stress of the spotlight. By amplifying students' voices, they are often left out. FlipGrid helps create a more equitable learning experience for all. Personally, I agree with Harris's statement. Giving students a platform to speak to with regards to educationally related discussion questions, they are able to feel more inclined to respond and share their thoughts on the matter, as opposed to shying away from it, sitting in the background in the shadows of others, and listening to what they have to say. So after catching FlipGrid fever, how do you use it in the classroom? Well, there are a couple of ways teachers have found FlipGrid to be beneficial when teaching in their own classrooms. According to the article, 15 Ways to Use FlipGrid, one way teachers are implementing FlipGrid into the classroom is by having students engage in number talks. This is where students work out a math problem and talk through their thinking of said problem. This not only fulfills that Common Core math requirement, but it also allows other students to check their peers' work and see how another individual thinks through the math process. Another way educators implement FlipGrid in the classroom is by allowing students to reflect on their performance at the end of a lesson, unit, or even a semester. This seems simple, but having students reflect on the lesson is great feedback for teachers. Questions to respond to could be, how did it go? What changes would you make? What was your favorite part? Having students respond to these types of questions can give teachers answers to how to be reflective and what they want to change for that lesson or unit when planning for the following school year. Some other simple ideas can include book talks, having students share about their favorite book, exit tickets, which we all know and love, and even biography reports, where students dress up as the individual they are researching and record a short video clip as if they were that person based on what they discovered. For teachers, the use of FlipGrid has proved and provided many pros to using this technology long-term with their students. One article written by Greg Curran, who is an English as a second language teacher, states that FlipGrid itself has allowed him to view teaching in a different light. For him, using FlipGrid has been a powerful tool for his students when learning and mastering the English language. Curran notes that the key things he noticed after implementing FlipGrid in his classroom were, across the term, students' enthusiasm for receiving feedback on their videos never wavers. To see the power of specific, timely, and demonstrated feedback that is acted on immediately has substantially impacted my teaching approaches. And lastly, the impact on the sense of community in our classroom has surprised me. So naturally, to me and his responses, the benefits to implementing FlipGrid in any classroom are student confidence. As stated, FlipGrid gives students a platform to speak to, which is a catalyst for developing student confidence when speaking their thoughts on a particular subject matter. It may create a sense of community that's positive within the classroom that develops positive affirmation and connections amongst students. FlipGrid can also make for reflective teaching. Teachers are able to see what students are understanding and what students need more scaffolding with. Or, quite possibly, the educator can see, based on the students' responses, what strategies they need to reconsider teaching to the whole class if majority of students are not grasping the concept. So, that concludes my presentation on FlipGrid, an emerging technological trend in the K-12 education system. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for taking the time to listen.